Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys what I use to film my YouTube videos. So starting with the camera itself, I guess, the 60 is full frame, so that means that, you know, it's going to be able to fit more into the frame. Now this is the frame here, this is on the 60, it's quite wide, you know, you can see quite a lot here, and this is great quality for a YouTube video. I use that because I can get better shots, better quality footage, and it's full frame, so it's fitting more of me in the frame. Mic is so important because you need to have good sound for your YouTube videos. If you have bad sound, people tend to not want to hear it because it's just so distracted. If it can be distorted, or it can just be loud, it could be screechy, and if that happens, people don't really want to watch the videos. So that's why I have the Rode mic. And then the thing was the ring light. The ring light is so important because you need to have good lighting when you're doing YouTube videos. If you are filming in a really dark space, nobody wants to like watch that. At the end of the day, the quality of content is really going up, so it's important to have the basics ready so that people will want to watch it, because you might have really good content but the way that it's filmed is just terrible, and if that's the case, people will not want to watch it because it's just hard to watch. Basically, you want to make whatever you're creating as easy as you can to watch it. You need to make it user friendly, so it needs to be easy for people to watch. It needs to be enjoyable for them to watch, and it needs to look aesthetically pleasing, and that is something that will happen if you have good lighting, good sound, and a good camera. By all means, if you're just starting off, please don't pressure yourself into getting this really expensive equipment. Build your kind of confidence on screen, build your consistency, build your content, and you know, really get to know what you want to create before you invest in all this equipment. Don't feel pressure at all. The other thing that I mentioned was the monitor. The reason why I have the monitor is because I film alone. I don't have anyone here, I don't have a team, I don't have anything like that, so I film alone. I need to see on the other side of the camera what is happening, and obviously my degree is in film studies, and I'm obsessed with seeing what's going on behind the camera whilst things are filming. So I want to see if the white balance is okay. I want to see if the picture, if I'm focused, if the camera is focused in the right areas. I need to see if something is strange in the background that I need to take off, it looks unprofessional. I need to see if, for example, my mascara, if you're doing beauty videos especially, you really want to see what you look like on screen, because you might have something smudged, or you might have an eyelash missing, or you might have something, of foundation just dripping off, and you might film that whole video not knowing that your face looks a mess. And in that case, if you have a monitor, you can constantly look. So as I'm talking to you right now, the monitor is right here, and I can see if basically how I look. I can see if I look okay, I can see if everything's in frame, and also if I'm talking about products, I need to be able to see if the frame is in product. So if I had a product here, anything like this, if I'm talking about a product, I need to be able to see that I'm actually holding it in frame and people can see it. Or if I wanted to zoom in or whatever, I need to see that, I need to know that you guys can see what I'm filming. So the monitor was maybe one of the best products I invested in. I didn't even know it existed until I looked into it, and I thought, God, a monitor, yeah, that makes sense, that's what I need. So yeah, the monitor was one of my favorite purchases out of everything. It was so essential. Then the tripod. The tripod is Manfrotto, and I bought this one because it's a well-known brand. It's weird because when I graduated, there was certain brands that everyone knew about, and if it was a trusted brand, I would buy it. So if one of my like film guy friends was like, oh yeah, you need to get the Manfrotto, I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool, I'm gonna get it. Do you know what I mean? I trust what they say, so I would just go for it. And it's a step up from the regular kind of crappy ones. What you don't want to get in a tripod is plasticky, stuck, not very movable, so if it can't move forward and back, it can't move side to side properly, I don't want that, and it's not going to work for me. So the Manfrotto is really good brand, and that's what I invested in initially for YouTube videos. But what else did I talk about? Oh yeah, okay, so I can talk about these here. This SD cards, right? So the SD cards, you need them, and you need to put them obviously in the camera to film, and then that SD card goes into the computer. You drop the file then onto the hard drive, right? So you need this obviously because it needs to go in the camera to record it. I tend to get like I've got a 16 gigabyte here, and then I have a 32 gigabyte here, and the reason for that is because you need to have something to film on. Basically you can get up to like, I don't know if it's 128, I think it's 128 probably 64 and then 128. So yeah, 16, 32, 64 and then 128 probably, I'm guessing. And that can be the most, but I tend to get the ones with I'd rather get multiple small ones than one big one, because what could happen is you're on shoot and the big file have loads of stuff on it, it gets full, and then you have to empty off all of that. It's long, so it's better to get two smaller ones than one massive one. And also if one breaks by accident or something, you lose it. If you have two, you might still be able to salvage some footage off of the other one, or you might it's just easier, like filming wise, to have two smaller ones than one with loads of footage on it, because to drop it as well, drop all the footage from that SD card to the computer, it takes years. So it's better to have two smaller ones than one big one. The hard drive, so important, you need to have this. The hard drive is here, and this is used to save all of your content. Please, I'm gonna say this again, please don't drop it, because if you drop it, you will lose. It's happened to the best of us, honestly. If you drop this, you will lose a lot of your footage, so you don't want to drop it. Please don't drop it. Get a case like this. It's from Amazon. It's really cheap. It wasn't expensive at all. It's what is it? I mean, it's just basic, really. It's the basic set. It even says here Amazon Basics, but it fits the hard drive perfect. The hard drive is WD, I think it's called Western Digital or something like that. My Passport. It's about they range from around £50 up, sort of thing, £40 if you're lucky, and that's just, you need this. It's so important. Do not save any of your content on the computer itself. It will slow it down so bad, and you will have to buy another one because it will be so messed up that you'll have to buy another one. So buy a hard drive. If you're making content, at least 1 terabyte, I would say, and at least, and then yeah, make sure you get one. Don't save any of your content on the computer itself. It will slow the computer down, mess it up. Save everything on the hard drive. Last but not least, my babes, I just bought this. I'm so excited about it. I'm still trying to figure it out on how it works and everything, or what's so, different about it. But this is the MacBook 2020, and I just bought this during the lockdown. So worth it. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Look how thin it is. So thin. But yeah, it's doing bits. It's I'm loving it. In terms of editing wise, it's just so much more productive. It has the space bar, so editing wise, with going back and forth on content, so easy to do. It's so fast. It starts up automatically. When I'm editing, it's just more of a pleasure of editing. Editing can take hours, and it just makes it so much more of an exciting process when I'm doing it on that computer rather than my old computer. Although I have to say, my old HP computer worked just as well. So again, that's what I'm saying, don't pressure yourself to get all this expensive equipment straight away. Just know that you can move up to this eventually, so you can have better quality videos, because quality is very important. So that's it, guys. I think that's all the equipment. I might have missed something out there, but I'm not sure. But if I did, then I'll come back to it at some point. Hope that video was useful, guys. If you have any more questions about what content, what equipment you need to create high quality YouTube videos, you know, this is by all means not everything. You'll probably get more things to improve your videos in the future. However, for me, I'm filming fashion videos, beauty videos, and I'm filming other videos as well, sometimes kind of in between videos, just chatting kind of videos, and tutorials. This kind of works really well. If you're a beauty YouTuber or a fashion YouTuber, then yeah, this equipment will really work for you. The ring light is really essential because you need to look beautiful, you know, and the monitor is really good because you can actually see what other people can see when you're filming it, rather than finishing filming it and then you're like, oh my god. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.